right, let's get started. First and foremost, thank you for taking the time out of your schedules to come and see us here today as we discuss our route to innovation. Great to see so many familiar faces here as well. But for those of you that don't know me, I'm Marcus Nilsson. I'm the Commercial Director of En Route.
And I'm Richard Wake. I'm the Insight and Innovation Director at En Route. So for those of you who aren't familiar with En Route, we're going to talk a little bit about what we do and who we are first, before we jump into looking at the trends that are going to be impacting the industry for the next 12 to 18 months.
So simply put, En Route is the global specialist in passenger solutions, supply chain services and sourcing solutions, and we cater to the airlines and airline caterers. Our journey started a little over 20 years ago as a leading provider of bakery solutions. But we've since come a long way, and we've grown to offer the industry a much broader range of handheld solutions, our award-winning cheese program, savory pastries, meal solutions, snacks, as well as a comprehensive range of desserts and sandwiches.
But our capabilities aren't just restricted to these categories. We work with airlines all over the world to enhance the experience for their passengers through our added value. We work in an industry that offers us multiple opportunities and gateways to the world, and that's why we've invested fundamentally in our research and insight function. Our teams stay ahead of cultural, social and economic trends globally, working with primary and secondary research to drive what we do every day in our product development. We also have our in-house design team. Our customers trust us to deliver unique branding and packaging solutions that offer service delivery efficiencies and meaningful onboard experiences.
A core part of the En Route offering is our supply chain services. They're tailored specifically for airlines and airline caterers who are seeking maximum efficiency and a flexible service partner approach that ensures that wherever product is needed, we'll get it there. Every day, we move hundreds of thousands of products through our worldwide network using state-of-the-art information management systems to provide accountability and peace of mind for our customer base. We have a team of specialists across the globe in the UK, throughout the United Arab Emirates, Australia, as well as the USA. Our collaborative approach results in innovation through efficiency, which allows for a more optimized process and a reduction in labor costs for our clients as well.
And finally, at En Route, we're very proud of our ability to be able to source product across the world in many different regions. Our strategic procurement approach not only drives cost savings, but also logistics and storage efficiencies. We're on a mission to redefine the landscape of sourcing capabilities. In part, that's why we're strategically located across the globe. We understand that procurement needs vary from customer to customer and region to region and category to category. We're able to tailor requirements to fit the needs of our customers. Our specialists have access to a broad range of suppliers and consistently review the market landscape, anticipating trends, changes such as potential price increases, political and economical shifts. This foresight means that we're able to ready to pivot and remain adaptable to an ever-evolving market. So now we've shared some details about who we are and what we do, let's look at today's session, the route to innovation. As I mentioned before, En Route has invested in its research and insight program and its team. And it's in this part that the business has helped to shape the way that we approach our products and packaging development. It's also helped to steer customers who come to us for guidance on how they can elevate passenger experience across all cabins. We know for sure that one size doesn't fit all for airline catering, and what we do at En Route is assess the trends that are making an impact and why and how they're making an impact, and we analyse the drivers behind them to understand longevity and relevance to the industry and the context. Today we're going to share our top 5 trends that are going to be at the forefront of passenger solutions for 2024 and 2025.
So the first trend that we're going to look at today is that of health and wellness. So health and wellness in food doesn't necessarily mean simply developing salads on board as a healthy option for passengers. The complexities we need to navigate as a business lie in the reality that health priorities are incredibly personal. What one individual seeks out as healthy food may not necessarily be what is healthy to another individual. By understanding these drivers, we can focus on the key areas that will tap into a consumer's mindset. So, health-driven food choices are complex, but overwhelmingly consider a desire to increase positive ingredients and eliminating the negative ingredients. Recent data shows a shift to immunity-boosting ingredients and foods that are free from artificial ingredients. Over 4 in 10 consumers globally are actively making purchase decisions based on these factors. Trust and transparency is a key driver fueling health and wellness, and we're seeing an overlap across the top 5 consumer trends, and with good reason too. From a health and wellness perspective, it's becoming increasingly more evident that consumers are demanding transparency and clarity, especially regarding the food that they eat. Globally, around 50% of consumers report confusion over nutritional labels, and in response, regulators are demanding more accurate labeling. For airlines, this then translates into a need for clear, trustworthy food labeling on board, and subsequently more considerations in relation to the nutritional value of the food that is being served. In conjunction with trust and transparency, a surge in moderation and avoidance is also gaining momentum. Passengers are seeking balance. They're indulging occasionally while also choosing healthier alternatives. We need to consider demographics here too. The frequent business traveler, as an example, will want to feel focused and refreshed, but a small indulgence will go a long way to enhancing their experience on board. Menu development is crucial here as well, working collaboratively to offer both good for you as well as indulgent snacks whilst catering to a broad range of dietary preferences and restrictions, such as gluten-free, low sodium, and when done well, this reflects a responsive approach towards the passenger needs. And finally, a further key driver keeping health and wellness as a top consumer trend is the need for vitality and balance. What's really interesting here is that this driver has been at play for the last 3 years. It certainly feels like a different era, but post-pandemic, there's still a heightened focus on products that enhance both mental as well as physical well-being. A good example here is the surge that we see in juice shots at a retail level. Most of these are pushing added vitamins to the forefront of their marketing. This demonstrates the popularity of vitamins in food solutions and the active choices consumers are making today.
So moving on from health and wellness, we're also seeing a continuation of the comfort and uncertainty trend well into 2024-25, which has been with us really since the pandemic. The economic environment, cultural shifts, technological advancements, rising health concerns, heightened uncertainty and pessimism are creating anxiety and insecurity among consumers. There is an overwhelming desire for familiarity and safety. This is demonstrated through key drivers such as localism and simplicity, as consumers seek regional flavour profiles and straightforward, satisfying meal occasions. The ongoing shift in economic power and uncertainty, regional tensions, and the change in living costs are creating this stress, leading consumers to seek comfort as well as gravitate towards safe and risk-free options. So what do we need to take note of? As mentioned, localism or regionality is playing a key role in driving the comfort and uncertainty trend. In today's global landscape, consumers are focusing on favouring local and regional products. This preference is rooted in the perception that local products are superior and safer. This emphasis on provenance offers reassurance about the quality, identity, and integrity of both the manufacturer and the brand. As most global consumers prioritise supporting local communities over purchasing from larger multinational brands, partnering with local suppliers becomes imperative. Strategic sourcing strategies and robust supplier networks are key, helping to bring on board regional specialities and seasonal products. Trust and transparency is also playing a key role here, and it does across health and wellness as well. Passengers will be seeking clear information about the quality, safety, and the origins of their in-flight meals. Airlines and caterers must prioritise transparent communication regarding sourcing, preparation, and sustainability initiatives to build trust and meet passenger expectations. Gaining trust isn't just about being transparent. Keeping it simple also helps to alleviate the concerns. Consumers are on the hunt for simplicity in their choices, driven by time constraints and information overload. The airline catering simplicity emphasis, streamlined menus, fewer ingredients, and straightforward preparation methods. Consumers favour minimally processed items, embracing natural ingredients, and favouring easy, recognisable ones as well. By embracing this simplicity across our offerings, we contribute to the stress-free travel experience for passengers while aligning and involving consumer experiences.
So on the subject of evolution, we can pivot straight through to the next trend that we're seeing gather pace, and that's of individualism and expression. So consumers today are more individualistic than ever before, and they feel empowered feel more empowered to influence the desired change. Developments in modern society encourages self-expression, creating opportunities for consumer goods companies to offer identity-related products that can feel more personal to the consumers. The desire to be more individualistic can also drive consumers to explore categories that are unusual in their home country or amongst a demographic group. This trend is also particularly relevant for younger consumers who are accustomed to on-demand satisfaction, an expectation that they should be uniquely understood or catered for. Of all demographics, these consumers are most likely to view consumption as a form of self-expression. So personalization is the first driver under this trend. Understanding that the need for tailored product solutions based on age, gender, ethics, and lifestyle preference is crucial for driving individualism and self-expression. So this trend goes beyond mere transactions. So it's about fostering relationships by deeply understanding the customer and the consumer. And by understanding that, we can craft a seamless and delightful customer journey, leveraging the personal interactions like custom product suggestions on pre-order or more personalized cabin service to strengthen the brand-consumer connection. In 2023, 46% of consumers viewed tailored products as a nice-to-have feature, with 33% considering it absolutely essential. Millennials, who are particularly influenced by personalized lifestyle-targeted products, are adapting their purchase decisions amidst the social and environmental shifts that we're seeing. Personalized nutrition is also very much on the rise, linking this driver to vitality and balance. Gen Z in particular are focusing on mental health benefits, and older generations look out for foods to help increase physical health advantages. So as I mentioned before as well, we can see this at a retail level, that the food industry is in a surge in products addressing cognition, energy, immunity, alongside the emergence of more nutritional snacks for a holistic health approach, all propelled by the growing trend of personalized nutrition. So this has the potential to significantly impact the airline catering industry by allowing airlines to tailor onboard dining experience to individual passenger preferences, the lifestyle claims, or the dietary needs. And with the advancement of technology and data analytics, airlines can also collect and analyze passenger data to understand their food preferences, allergies, and dietary restrictions. This then enables the airlines to offer personalized meal options and menus that cater to the diverse needs of the passengers, enhancing the overall satisfaction and loyalty of the consumer. Self-reliance is also a key driving force behind individualism and expression. As we continue to live through the uncertainty and difficulty, many consumers are shifting towards an increased interest in meal kits, allowing the consumers to take control of their own meals. In our industry, this impacts the way the airline approach their catering offerings, their onboard experiences, And we can adapt by offering versatile and customizable options that caters to the consumer's desire for self-reliance. It's crucial here, however, to ensure that any solutions are easy and they're clear to understand, as this will empower passengers to feel more self-reliant and thus making the meal and snack options are more personalized and they're meeting their needs and demands on board.
So the next trend that we want to look at here, is sensory indulgence. Globalization has opened up society to an even broader range of sensory experiences, which are becoming more accessible to a broader range of passengers. It's no longer what you have. Experiences have become the new status currencies. Factors such as safety, hygiene, comfort took precedence during the pandemic, often eclipsing hedonistic considerations. But in the years since, there has been a desire for affordable indulgences as an antidote to uncertainty. The desire to experiment is strongest amongst the younger generation, particularly millennials. New products and experiences allow consumers to express and celebrate their individuality and give them reasons to share their stories online. Sustainability-minded consumers challenging existing notions of indulgence and pleasure. The focus is less on accumulation of material possessions, which is perceived as not only ostentatious but unsustainable, and more experiences and more emotional fulfillment is what they're looking for. So what's fueling this sensory trend? Premiumization and indulgence is one of those drivers. We're seeing an increased desire to seek out products that offer relaxation and indulgence, often opting for premium options that promise a superior quality and sophistication, even at a higher price point. This driver is not only underpins individualism and expression, but also overlaps into health and wellness as well, as health-orientated consumers are prioritizing products with beneficial claims and trusted quality. Striking a balance between offering indulgent premium options, healthier, wellness-focused alternatives is key to capitalizing on this trend. Partnering with the right suppliers who can provide these premium options, along with the clean and ethical ingredients, will appease many passengers seeking this experience. The next driver would be novel and experimental, which is a particularly interesting one. It's fueled by the fact that consumers today, living in a multicultural society, are increasingly exposed to a diverse array of ingredient choices, leading them to seek out novel textures and flavors. For these consumers, we must seek to push the boundaries and offer visually stunning dishes that surprise and delight passengers. Thinking about flavor combinations, hybrid and experimental dishes, and unique product experience is essential. Social media and food blogging have amplified this, and the demand for visually exciting dishes and Instagram-worthy products that can turn heads and gain traction to promote airline brand loyalty. And finally, as mentioned earlier, new experiences are playing a larger role in consumer interaction with food. This shift towards experience-driven approach to consumption pushes a growing demand for the additional sensory triggers, with consumers willing to pay more for something unique and unpredictable. Passengers are now expecting more than just sustenance. They're seeking enjoyable culinary experiences that enhance their overall travel satisfaction. Product offerings bring ambiance and uniqueness with a clear focus on quality, presentation, and that variety will win the day.
So the fifth and final one, sustainability, and this won't come as a surprise to anyone that's sat here today. Sustainability is still a hugely important trend, and it will continue to be, as we're now heavily influenced by the resource depletion, intensifying pollution, climate change and biodiversity loss. So hopefully we're all going to see this as a bit of a wake-up call as well, so societies can start adapting more sustainable patterns of consumption and production. So let's take a look at the drivers behind the trend. The environmental cost and consumerism is playing a huge role when it comes to this. So consumers now have a more acute understanding of how their lifestyle choices and consumption choices are negatively impacting the environment. And many now are seeking to change and reduce this impact. Consumers feel responsible for making the correct choice when they purchase packaged food products. 45% of consumers now claim that a food product being ethical or eco-friendly will always or often influence their purchasing decision. It's millennials and Gen X in this bracket who are seeking who represent the biggest group and the ones who agree that these factors will affect their food choices and food decisions going forward. And we're also in an age of connectivity here, so an increasingly sophisticated digital landscape is fueling the emergence of more empowered, demanding consumers who expect brands to be more environmentally and socially responsible. And that can be anything from the brands at the table at home or the airlines that they choose to fly with. Personal branding plays a huge part in the wider sustainability trend here as well. There's a status-enhancing value and satisfaction that comes from making ethical choices and doing good. Consumers are more prepared to be seen to be more actively engaged with social and environmental causes. From an airline perspective, there's lots to think about, but the industry has made some incredible positive steps forward in terms of making things better here as well. But it's not an issue that one company can solve alone. And at En route, we very much like collaboration. We're avid fans of collaboration, and that's why we partnered with the Aviation Sustainability Forum as well, which is, for those of you that don't know, a collaborative think tank developing standard solutions for the entire aviation sector to improve the end-to-end sustainability of passenger of in-flight products and services.
So thank you very much. That concludes our presentation this afternoon on the route to innovation. We hope you enjoyed the content, and if you want to come and talk to us more on any of the subjects we've covered today, En route can be found in Hall 1, just over there in stand 1F30. Feel free to come over and have a conversation with us, but if you have any questions now, we'll be happy to talk through. Thank you.